In this episode of Flea Market Rescue, I'm going to take you to the Gateway to the Thumb Arts and Antiques Festival. It turned out to be such a great show, and I'm so glad I went. I found a lot of great things, maybe too many, but it sure was fun. And we even ran into friends of Flea Market Rescue. So if you're ready for this episode of Flea Market Rescue, then let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we get started, for those of you who are new here to Flea Market Rescue, I just want to welcome you. My name's Kelly Sherry. I do thrift store makeovers with my funny pal Jenny. I also love taking you along as we go to the thrift stores, the garage sales, and the flea markets. So if you're up for some fun DIY projects and great shopping sprees, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. That way you'll get notified every time I post a new video. So about a year and a half ago, I was at Utica Flea Market when I ran into this gentleman named Vic, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I watch Flea Market Rescue. I've learned so much from you." I'm like, "Really?" And I just thought that was so awesome. So anyway, he's come to my open house and things like that, and he always lets me know of the good places. As a matter of fact, he told me about Storehouse, which is so cute, and he also told me about Relics. You guys remember Relics. We've been there a few times.
But we gotta keep this store off the video. Shut that camera down. We're gonna keep this our secret for a while.
I know, right? So anyway, he was telling me, you know what, you really need to go to the Gateway to the Thumb Arts and Antiques Festival. He says he does it every year, and although a lot of people don't know about it, it's a really good show. And I was like, well, all his other recommendations have been good, so let's go ahead and do that. So I had my sister watch the store, and I got to sneak away and go to this antique festival. I was pretty excited to get in here and just kind of see what they had, and admission's only $5, which is really good because I heard Utica Flea Market has raised theirs up to $10. This booth was very retro, and right away I could tell there was going to be a lot of antiques here. As you can see, there's a lot of milk glass here and very reasonably priced. Oh, this here would be my mom's table. Yeah, she didn't come with me today, so I was kind of bummed about that, but she just wasn't feeling up to it. But that's okay. Maybe next time. Oh yeah, she would have loved this booth. You know how she likes her fake fruit.
Cherries.
Oh wow, those look realistic too.
These are great.
Oh my gosh, look at you guys. Another purpose for the bunt pan. Bird feeders. If you remember, my mom was buying up all the bunt pans at every garage sale after she saw the trash to treasure I did when we took a bunt pan and made them into pumpkins. Hey Mom. Oh yeah, they came out so cute that we ended up making a whole bunch of them for the fall open house with the bunt pans that she bought. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, I'll leave a link in the description for you. So yeah, I guess we just found another purpose for them. Oh, you guys, do you remember the Waltons? Oh my goodness, I used to watch that all the time over my grandparents' house. Yep, good night, John Boy. Look at this bowl. I like this bowl. Usually these bowls, though, are pretty expensive. So I spotted the guy and I was like, "How much do you want for this bowl?" And he was like, $3. $3. Oh my gosh, you don't even have to ask me twice. You know that I bought that. So that was my first purchase here. And no sooner did I buy it, I ran into someone who watches Flea Market Rescue. I just want to tell her again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And it was really nice to meet you. One thing I love about the flea markets is that you find this old kind of paperwork. You might find like an old bill or some kind of train pass, maybe some old newspaper print. And these are really good to make hang tags. You can incorporate some of the old print and you can use some of your graphics like you can find on Graphic Fairy. I mean, it's just really cool to come across this, and a lot of people use that for junk journaling. You just never know what you're going to find at a flea market. And by the way, I do sell all these hang tags that I've created in my Etsy shop and on my website. They're a download. You can download them and print as many as you'd like. It's just that I think like a hang tag gives your item a really finished look. I had one woman write me and she's like, I've been trying to sell these candlesticks forever. I ended up putting a hang tag on, and you know what? You're right. They ended up selling the following week. So again, a hang tag just makes your item stand out. It's just like a little special touch. Recently, I have been getting into pictures. I've been like kind of looking at ones that I think are really interesting, and I kind of want to buy them so that I can make some hang tags out of them. Like this one here could be a cute Father's Day hang tag. Wow, this is an old letter. Oh, look at the lipstick on the back of this. I don't know about this baby. I don't know if this baby's cute or it kind of scares me a little bit. I absolutely love this booth I came across here. She had a lot of great stuff. Oh yeah, see, this is right up my alley, you guys. She had me at dress form. Oh wow, she even has register keys. You guys, I've been seeing register keys all over, and I love them, but they're so darn expensive. They're like $10 each. I was kicking myself though that I didn't get at least one when I was in Davisburg and I saw them. I would have kept it for myself because, obviously I can't sell it for more than $10, but I really like these. You can stick it in a plant, and it just has so much character to it. The woman told me the reason I need to get $10 for them is because I literally had to pry them out, and it was just a labor of love of getting them out of the register. And I completely understand, because first you got to buy the cash register, then you got to muscle these things out. I'd be asking $10 too. Anyway, I did buy one of these, you'll be happy to know, and it made my day. The funny thing is, when I went to go pay, I'm like, I know this booth. This is Curate. We actually saw them in Springfield.
So what time is it, Kelly?
It is time to get this clock. And we also saw them in Davisburg. No wonder I had loved this booth. So it was really impressive that they were here at this show. Wow, look at that riding hat. How cool is that? There really is some wonderful stuff here. I'm loving these old numbers here. But do I need them? Probably not. But I think I need this Charles Woodruff sign. Oh, $7? That has my name written all over it. You're probably like, what the heck are you going to do with this sign? First off, I'm going to clean it up so you can see the black. But think about putting this on the wall like a layered kind of collage where you would have maybe like a silhouette in a frame that's black and white. And then maybe you might have a black and white photo of like your grandparents or like, just a family photo. Then maybe some numbers underneath. So you can do a lot of cool stuff in a wall arrangement using black and white different pieces. Yep, I'm gonna get this. You know what's funny? I recognize this booth too. She goes to Davisburg. As a matter of fact, I remember when Debbie bought this star from her for $5.
Cute.
We've been talking about wood stars for I don't know how long. Cute.
Nice shape.
Yes.
I really like that.
Yeah, I have to say, that lady's super sweet, and she has some really nice stuff. Wow, look at these bronze baby shoe bookends. Man, that almost felt like I was saying Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Do you know that we bought a whole bunch of old vintage garden tools for the blooming event, and we totally forgot to put them out? Yes, that's right. I can't believe it. It was a blooming event, and we had no garden tools. Wow, this is a really nice table.
Show you how this opens.
Now, I didn't even realize this opens. It's such a narrow table. Oh my gosh! That is super cool.
Drawers in each end.
Nice.
The leaf has that same treatment here. So
Oh wow.
It's all uniform when you put them in.
That's really neat. Really neat. Yeah, I was not expecting this. This looks like an entryway table. This is cute too. I've been buying up a lot of boxes because I think they're really cool. You can display things in them, and the vintage ones, they seem to sell for me. So, I don't know. I have my eye on this one. I'm just going to take a little look around. You see this vent here? I saw someone do something really cool. They took a pair of witch legs as if she flew into this, and they stuck them out, and it made a really good Halloween kind of display. So I'm kind of looking to maybe recreate something like this for my fall event. And I've been keeping my eye out for vents, but I just don't want to buy anything really expensive. This one I believe is $50, so I am going to pass on this, but I'm still going to keep looking. Wow, they even have more vendors under this big dome here. Looks like these are all homemade candles. What a cool laundry sign, huh, you guys? I love it. I even like this window frame because it has like a shelf and 2 hooks on each side, and the wreath is really pretty. I'm totally drawn to this just because it's a dress form, like a moth to a flame. These look really vintage. I like the look of them, but I don't want to spend $30. Oh wow, she did a whole arrangement in an ice skate. How cool is that? Here's an old pulley. Oh, and some cast iron stars. She even has an assortment of washboards too. These are kind of cool, but what am I going to do with these? I have a woman who wants me to keep my eye out for some lace. However, I think this is a little more expensive than what she'd want to spend. And it kind of sounds like a woman is trying to negotiate a price for some of these pieces here. So I think I'm just going to step away here. Oh goodness, more dress forms. This one's only $10. Oh, $20 on this wooden one, but I like the wooden one best. But there is no way I'm going to spend $20 on this. Nope, no can do. So we need to move on here. Only thing is, now this tag fell off. This is kind of cute, and this lady's prices are good. I don't know if I've ever seen wool string before. This is a good price for that. Those shoes are cool. I know there's a name for them, I just can't think of it. Oh, these are pigs. They're a little weird though, wouldn't you say? Wow, that thing's huge. A double mint display. This top hat's cool. It needs a lint brush for sure, but it's cool. And it was just about then that I ran into the woman who runs this show.
Hi everybody! Welcome to Gateway to the Thumb Arts and Antiques Festival. Next year, after you've seen this video, we want to see you here too, buying some of this incredible stuff. So cool. Vendors are out here wheeling and dealing, brought collections of things that you've maybe never seen before. It's an awesome time and it's fun. We've got llamas, we've got children's activities, we've got great music, great food, good times.
Yeah.
See you next year.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, so this is the 7th year.
Oh wow!
Yep.
You hear that, you guys? You have to come.
Yep, 7th year. My husband and I, the first year we did 2 shows. We did a third week of June and we did a September show.
Okay.
It was a little bit too much for us to take on. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe a second show is in the works in the future. We'll see. It all depends on whether or not.
Is this normal, like the normal time that you usually do it of the year?
Yep, it's always the third weekend of June. We're always penciled in for the Eastern Michigan Fairgrounds.
Perfect.
On the day after the show ends.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Well, we'll be back definitely next year too.
Yes. And I want to mention that it's only $5 for an armband that lasts you the weekend. And children 12 and under are free.
That's really good.
Yes.
Really good. Because I've been to some shows where you have to pay a lot.
Yes.
So $5 is a great admission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All weekend long.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's right, you guys. You're going to have to come and check this place out next year because I found this was a good show and they had some really good vendors here. And if you're a vendor looking for somewhere to sell your things, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can go ahead and contact them for a spot for next year. Now let's go ahead and check out more of this show. How cute is this? I'm not sure if my mom had these plates or my grandma, but I know one of them did. I remember this pattern. Now, if you remember, my mom and I ended up getting a whole bunch of these springs in Davisburg. Yesterday they were $4. Today they're $2. I think we need to get some. What do you think?
Yeah, they're big too.
They're real nice size, yeah. Oh yeah, we ended up buying every one of these. And we still haven't used them, so I'm not going to buy any here. But they're very cool to put snowman heads on, Santa heads on. Yeah, there's a lot of things you actually could do with these. You can, put a nest on top and put a little bird in there. Use it for a candle holder. So that's something you might want to keep your eye out for. Oh, now they're talking my language. The dollar table. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything on this table. However, at this next booth, I found a few things. Like this suitcase for $12, it has a nice look. I love the herringbone pattern. I think I'm gonna get that.
Okay, not the top sew?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it says 12, right?
Yep, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Oh, yeah, it's 12.
And it was right then that I ran into these two ladies here. Thank you so much for watching Flea Market Rescue, and it was so nice to meet you as well. And then after I got done taking a picture with them, I ran into this lady here. She also watches Flea Market Rescue. I just love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. It really does. So after we got done taking a picture, I went back and I started to look at this booth again. And I'll tell you what, she had some really good stuff and her prices were pretty darn good. Oh, you know how I love these dress forms. I was so close to buying this duck. Actually, I should have gotten this duck. It was only $10. He was so cute. These you can use for plants, or you could even just make an arrangement in them. I always keep my eye out for old kitchen tools because they really sell in my shop. And apparently online too, because remember my last online sale where I had that whole computer glitch where it was selling multiples of that ricer among other things. And I only had one, but it sold like 3 before I caught it. Oh yeah, that was quite the nightmare. So obviously these kitchen items do sell, so I'm always keeping my eye out for them. If I can pick them up at a good price, then I get them. Which reminds me, don't forget you guys, July 11th is going to be our next online shopping. We're going to have a sale at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and another one to follow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, 2 sales in one day. So make sure to mark your calendars because you're not going to want to miss this one. We have a lot of great stuff without the glitches. I'm thinking I need this candlestick for $10. It's really pretty. Yep, I'm gonna get this. I had actually bought one of these kind of frames, you know, where it has the glass that bubbles out. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. The glass is still there, it's intact. So I put it down on the floor of the car, you know, flat. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be safe there. I ran into Walmart, picked up a few things, you know, like groceries, and I bought a watermelon. Oh yeah, you see the writing on the wall, don't you? So I put the watermelon on the seat. I ended up having to slam on my brakes. The watermelon rolled and it broke the bubble glass, and I was so upset. But I still am determined to do a project with it because you know what? I glued those 2 pieces together. I put some magic sculpt on it. So maybe you'll see it, you know, more towards Christmas because I have a project in mind with it. I think I can save that bubble glass, hopefully. As we're looking at this picture, I realized I love this case. So I asked the girl, can I get this? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she went ahead and grabbed it. Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and pay you for both of these.
Okay.
All right. I had already paid her for that herringbone suitcase, so I just had to pay her for the candlestick and then this box here. This box was only like $10. After I got done paying for those things, I ran into these people here. Now see this gentleman here on the right? In the red shirt, yep. He's actually been in my store with his wife. She absolutely loves Flea Market Rescue, and that was so nice that he brought her there. So when I saw him, he's like, hey, he's like, take a picture of us. So of course I did. Then I ran into this sweet lady here who watches Flea Market Rescue. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot believe the amount of people I am running into today. $10 for this fencing, not bad at all. I like the little glass knobs on this. That's a good price for that. Oh, look at the little birdie. Oh wow, he's heavy. He's cast iron. Love this ladder. I like the color of it. And oh look, there's another little birdie. I can see how this feeder would be sold. I really like this booth and I thought she had really good prices. And come to find out, she watches Flea Market Rescue. Her name's Jill. That's her waving in the back there. And her and the other ladies have actually come to my store. As a matter of fact, this is them at the spring open house. They're all just so nice. And Jill had put aside some Ray Dunn mugs for me and a couple other pieces. I couldn't believe it. That was just so incredibly thoughtful. I just love these ladies. They are just fabulous. So here's a little more of Jill's booth. Look at all the kitchenware she has. Jill, I love all these matching pieces. You got the whole collection. Oh, I definitely have to get this plate. What a beautiful bench. Oh, I spotted something else at her booth I'm going to have to get too. Look at all the on this here. Yeah. She told me it was $10. I am definitely taking this. I love the color of it, and it's vintage. Darn, this is sold. She actually said that she sold a lot of stuff before I got there. I didn't get there till 10. I probably should have got there at 9 when they first opened, because she has some good prices here, and I'm sure she sold a lot of great pieces. I really am learning that the early bird gets the worm. Remember that garage sale that Debbie and I went to last week? If we hadn't gotten there right when they opened, we would have never found all this stuff. I've been reading the comments, and you guys have been saying this has been the best garage sale ever. And you know what? I think you might be right. Between the fabulous items she had and her prices, it was just incredible. If you haven't had a chance to watch that episode, make sure you do, because it really is a good one. People really like these half moon tables just because they take up less space. I get people asking for them all the time. These old doors are great for display. You could put them on top of a table, and then you can use them as a backdrop where you can hang things on there. Just take a little push pin and you can hang a variety of different things on them. That tray is so stinking cute. I love the bees on it. Hi. Come to find out, I know the lady who owns this booth too. She actually is friends with these ladies, and she's been to my shop too. When I tell you it's a small world, it's a small world. Not bad at all. Her prices are good here too. So not only does she have great stuff, but it's very reasonably priced. And what's really nice is that her and her husband do this show together. So she has her little area set up with all her cute home decor. And then he also has a little place set up, but this is more like for a man cave. And he was kind of showing me what he did. He handcrafted all this.
We handmade this bar. It's black walnut, 2-tiered. Black walnut in both tiers, and then all the kick panels are black walnut on the bottom.
Wow, you built this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
It took me a minute. I even cut down the black walnut tree.
Did he just say he hand cut down a black walnut tree?
And had a middle. And then,
You really did?
yes. Yeah, that's a tree.
Wow, that is a true craftsman.
Thank you.
Let me see the other side.
Doors, everything.
Oh,
And it
Wow.
comes with a wine refrigerator, wine glass rack, and a microwave.
wow,
And LED lighting inside and outside all the way around.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not familiar with pricing on things like this. However, he assured me that this is a really good price.
Some of my goals are double.
Are they?
Which I even don't have the LED.
He also had a few other things that he put together. So these are old sewing cabinets?
Old sewing cabinets.
You took the sewing machine out?
Took the sewing machines out. Made pine boxes inside for storage.
Oh, okay.
Same here.
Wow.
And this has got a little side compartment. Here's
Oh, yeah.
There's an old sewing machine. I took the sewing machine off.
You know what? That is really popular. That's right, you guys. I have been seeing this more and more where they take an old sewing machine base and then they just add any kind of top to it, and it just makes a great conversation piece and a great table. People, I've been seeing that more and more, where they use the base.
Yeah, and the wheels. The pedal works.
And the pedal works, huh? Oh, yeah?
I mean, you don't
Oh,
have
that's
nothing to
cool.
sew, but
Right.
you get the effect.
Yeah. Well, that was really cool. So thank you so much for sharing that. I'm always interested in what people are making with their finds. I want to swing back to his wife's booth. Oh, I'm going to have to buy, I'm going to have to get this. Yeah, I really have to buy this clock from her. I love the color of it, and $10, you're speaking my language. Here's another booth that I saw that was just behind them. I really like their stuff, and come to find out, I believe that was her daughter-in-law's booth. That's a cute little end table. I could see Debbie wanting this one. Oh, I'm eyeballing this terrarium here. Now, normally, if I was at a thrift store, I'd probably want to spend no more than $10 on this. However, when I'm at these type of places, I have no problem paying that because I still can make money on it, and I like supporting the people that are out doing this. And for that reason, we're gonna get this. I'm thinking I could sell this for about $24, so that's still a $9 profit. These are cute. I really like these. I think I'm going to need this plant too. Yeah, I'm going to get this for $5. Let me tell you what, creativity runs in this family. Look at what she did with these suitcases. Oh, wow. Look at that, you guys. That's cool. So is that like 2 suitcases together?
Yep.
I love that with the legs.
Off an ottoman.
Yeah, it's just like a fun little you have all your games.
Right.
So not only does it serve as like a little table or an ottoman, but you can store all your little family games in here. That's really clever. So I ended up buying the terrarium and also the plant. And then I was like, hey, can you hang on to this? Because there was still a little more of the flea market that I wanted to see. And I still had to tape. And I didn't want to have all this in my arms. So she's like, yeah, sure. And you're not going to believe this. But do you know that I left without taking this? Oh, yeah. I have officially turned into one of those people who pay for an item and they never come and pick it up. Luckily, I knew those ladies and they came to my store the following week. And when they walked in, I was like, wow, what a nice terrarium. And they're like, you bought this? I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe that I had left that. So thank you, ladies. You really are awesome. You definitely had my back. I am obsessed with these card catalogs. I just love them. Usually they're very expensive though. We actually saw one of those when I took you to that garage sale and that woman gave me a little house tour.
Sure.
Now these are really popular too.
Those are
People
fun. Those
love
are an
those.
amazing find. I collect dishcloths, so each drawer is full of dishcloths. That's my collectible thing. This was from my mother, this card catalog.
Oh, I
It
love
has
it.
card games in there. The neighbor kid likes to play cards.
So just feast your eyes on this card catalog. And there's not just one. This guy has 2 of them. You guys, I love this here. The old card catalogs. Wow. Now these are priced at $2.25, which I think is a decent price for these. And this is not something that you would buy for resale. However, it'd be like a showpiece that you would put in your house. Now, I didn't buy these, although I wanted them really bad. But just know, down the road, I'm definitely going to get one of these. Now that I'm looking at these, I just noticed that they had some old photos. I totally overlooked these. I guess the card catalogs had me blinded to them. This is a really nice large crock. I really like this blanket ladder. I love the color of it. It looks like she has a lot of vintage kitchen tools too. Oh, I really like this boxwood plant up here. It's $12. Yep, I'm letting her know I want to buy this. Yeah, I really like that. Thank you so much. It's really cute, right? Now on this one here, I actually asked her if she would take 10 just because to resell this, the profit margin would be so low. So she said that she would definitely take 10. I'm thankful for that because I feel like I can make $8 on this. Now it's not quite doubling my money, and that's usually the rule of thumb when you're reselling things to make it worth your while. You want to at least double your money. That's why garage sales at this time of the year are just fabulous. I'm telling you, people just want to get rid of this stuff and the profit margin is so much higher. But you can also find deals at the flea market too. Like, look at the bowl we found here today. We found a bowl for $3 and I probably could get anywhere from $14 to $18 for that. We're just going to add a couple moss balls in there and call it a day. So the deals are out there. You just have to be willing to look for them. Now this is really cute, but it is priced more like retail, so that's not something that I can buy. Now this at $5 is a great price. And what's so funny is that I was looking at the rest of his table and he thought I was walking away from it after he saw me looking at it. He's like, hey, just give me $3 and it's yours. And I was like, how could I resist that? So I ended up buying this birdcage for $3. So I was getting towards the end of the show and I still hadn't ran into Vic. And then lo and behold, there he was. Is that Vic? Oh my goodness. Vic. Hi, how you doing? I sure do. Hi, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, so you guys are hanging out here today. Are you doing good?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is really a good show. You know what? Your recommendations are very good.
Well, I think they're known for expansion. That's not filled. They brought a lot over here.
Right.
They got good parking. They got inside. They got two barns inside. So they got a lot.
Oh yeah.
Room for expansion.
I can see you got a lot of stuff.
I do. Here, go ahead and turn it around and.
I really do. She's right.
You got a lot of bags. I do. Anyway, you guys, yep. So Vic told us about the show. I'm loving it. I'm finding all kinds of stuff here. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and pan through your booth if you don't mind.
And then when you're done, I got something for you.
Okay, so we're just gonna take a pan through here. Vic's, he sells all these steins. Remember we went to Storehouse, you guys, and taped his whole booth? I love the rooster. Oh, these are good. Love these. Metal drawers, they're great to put plants in. He only wants $5. That is perfect. You even have my cards out. Oh, I love it. What do you got on this here? 15? Okay, let me see what I got left here. I mean, I have money in the car. Yep, I sure did. I kept some money in my purse, locked in the car. You know, see, the reason you see me with money in my hand at some of these things is because I forget to wear pants that have pockets, you know? Either I should have a little purse that you can put across your shoulders or just wear pockets, you know? I'm sort of like the fly by the seat of your pants kind of person. So that's what ends up happening. I throw something on, I go, and then I realize, what am I going to do with my money? And I don't want to carry around my purse. But I have definitely read your comments and I can understand your concern because I could easily lose money that way. So I think I'm just going to have to be a little more mindful before I leave the house. Anyway, Vic's granddaughter, who is so sweet, by the way, she walked to the car with me and helped me carry all those bags. So we put those away, and then I got my extra money out, and we headed back to the booth, where I bought this cute little tote from Vic, and I'm going to bring it up to my cottage. And now I need to head back to the other booths and pick up the other stuff to bring to my car. But first, I want to say a special thanks to Vic for telling us about the Gateway to the Thumb Arts and Antique Festival, because I thought it was a great show, and like he said, there's room for expansion, so I see the show becoming even bigger next year. There we have some great vendors, and now that you all know about this, I hope that you'll go and visit this show next year. Now let's go ahead and pick up my stuff. So when I went back to Jill's to pick up those Ray Dunn mugs and other pieces and my stool, I ran into this lady who says she watches Flea Market Rescue all the time. I asked her, hey, what are you holding there? So what did you get? Because that looks so stinking cute.
Well, this is where you put hot coals in.
Okay.
It's like a little portable fireplace.
Oh.
So you can put hot coals in there, and then you put it in your bedroom or whatever, and it warms the room, like a bathroom or something.
Yeah. And then you mentioned you were going to get, what are you getting over there?
I'm also going to pick up this
You know what?
step ladder.
I looked at that too. Yeah, I would get that too. The finish on that is amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one's
cute.
definitely great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice to meet you, Kelly.
You know what? It was nice to meet you too.
You're so cool.
Aw, thank you.
And your mom and yeah.
Aw,
You're awesome.
thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm excited that I met you.
You know what? I'm just as excited to have met you too. So thank you so much for watching Flea Market Rescue. And I couldn't help notice that we were parked next to each other. So I saw you load in not one ladder, but two. Good. I am so glad you got them. They're the perfect color and they were really awesome. Just like you. Now on my way out, I ran into my mom's friend Jan. Yeah, that's her on the left of me. She's so sweet. Well, actually, both of these ladies are. And she helped me get like the suitcase and a couple of other things. We were bogged down. But we ended up getting it all back to the car. And then that's when I started to freak out. All right, you guys, I was just freaking out. I'm like, I lost my money. I lost $80. I found it in the bag. Then I had my keys and I'm like, I don't know where my keys are. And she's like, they're in your hand. So yeah, I was freaking out here. Yep, the struggle's real. I really need to get one of those purses that just kind of go over your shoulders. Debbie wears them all the time, never has a problem. I think I'm going to do that. I mean, it's not like I can't pick one up at the garage sale or a thrift store, right? Actually, I think I have one of those buried in the back of my closet. I think I'm going to have to dig that out. Anyway, on the way to the car, I noticed that there was a bus here. There was an actual bus tour to this flea market. Some ladies were putting stuff underneath the bus, you know, in the compartment over there. I thought that was just so cool that they had a bus tour here. All in all, I really thought this was a great show. Now, it's not one of the biggest shows I've been to. However, I really think this has the potential to grow into a big show. And now that more and more people are going to know about it, I think you're going to really see it grow with more vendors and more buyers. Again, I'd like to say a special thanks for Vic for letting us know about this, and we will definitely be back next year. Now, I need to get back to the shop because my sister's waiting for me. It actually was perfect timing when I got back because no sooner did I get back, there was a lady that came all the way from Missouri to meet me. So her name is Tammy Barrett, and she is just the cutest thing. She's a retired school teacher, a newly retired school teacher, who's getting into flipping furniture and doing a lot of creative stuff. So this is all new to her. She does have an Instagram, and I'm going to go ahead and link that in my description, just in case you want to follow her and support her that way. So her and her husband and her daughter were all on a road trip to Michigan here. This was the one thing that Tammy wanted to do, was come and meet me. And then they decided that they were going to go to the Foreigner concert at Pine Knob. And then they were heading to Mackinac Island. So it sounds like an awesome trip to me. I hope you guys had a great time. And thank you so much for visiting us. I really appreciate that. And Tammy, you were just so sweet. I wish you much success on your new venture. I'd like to say a little shout out to a few other people who also visited our shop, like this wonderful lady right here. She watches Flea Market Rescue. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to visit us. Again, this really means a lot to us. And there was Alana who brought us bristle trees. Thank you so much, Alana. That was so sweet of you. Thank you for coming and visiting the store. I wish I had been there when you came, but I'm sure you had fun with Jenny. She's a riot. So thank you again, Alana. Just giving you a little shout out. Thanks for the trees. And most recently, we had Debbie's sister-in-law, Sandy, visit us. That's right, she's from out of town, and she watches all the episodes of Flea Market Rescue. It was so much fun to meet her, and I know she found a lot of great stuff at the store. Her and Debbie were out shopping. I know they had a great time. I mean, how can you not with Debbie, you know? It's always an adventure. So thank you so much, Sandy, for coming and visiting us. I really appreciate it, and you come back anytime. I have just a couple reminders for you guys before we go. Next week, we are going to be closed at the store for 4th of July weekend. So we're going to be closed July 4th to July 10th, but we'll reopen on July 11th. And on July 11th, not only are we reopening the store, but we will have online shopping that day. That's right, you guys. We are going to have 2 sales in one day, one at 5 o'clock p.m. and the other one at 8 o'clock p.m. So make sure to mark your calendars because we're going to have a lot of great stuff. I will have a preview in the video earlier in the day. Also, don't forget, the big Christmas in July event is going to be on July 20th. We're going to open at 10 o'clock this time, so we'll be open between the hours of 10 and 5. We're going to have tons of Christmas decor, tons of everyday decor, food, beverages, raffles, and a meet and greet. So we really hope that you can make it. We would love to see you there. And right now would be a great time to make your hotel reservations for Springfield. Yes, the Springfield Antique Show and Flea Market is going to be on September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We are going to meet everyone on Saturday, September 21st at 2 o'clock at the Big Ice Cream Cone. We can't wait to meet all the fans of Flea Market Rescue. So make sure to book your hotel, and you're going to love Springfield. It's one of the best flea markets I've ever been to, and it really does take you 2 days to get through. You're going to love it. If you need hotel information, just email me at fleamarketrescue@gmail.com. For those of you who are missing Jenny, she just got back from New York, and we have a special episode next Thursday for you. It's a special 4th of July episode that stars Jackie Bush. For those of you who don't know who Jackie Bush is, she's the one who won the Crafting with Jenny and Kelly raffle. That's right. She's going to be crafting with us, and you're going to get to see it all. All right, so Jackie is suiting up here. Well, I don't know, Jackie. It's going to be fun, and we're going to do some great projects. So join us Thursday morning for a special 4th of July episode of Flea Market Rescue. Well, that's it for this episode of Flea Market Rescue. If you like this episode and you want to see more episodes, make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. I'm Kelly Sherry, and this has been Flea Market Rescue.